So you have a backlog of how much now? 2022, 2023?
We have a backlog of over $1 billion, a little bit above $1 billion.
$1 billion?
Yes.
I'm still counting to add to that because the nature of the excess line academic allowance actually is a compound claim encompassing excess workload, responsibility allowance, and postgraduate study grants. Now, for so long as the university continue to admit students beyond the actual capacity or the ideal capacity, so shall we continue to have excess workload. To demonstrate typically, a lecturer in the Faculty of Art and Social Sciences in Humanities is expected to teach not more than 30 students per course. Now, if you go to a typical classroom in the Faculty of Art and Social Science, you are going to find a situation where lecturers are teaching 500 students. So everything you have or anything you have beyond the minimum, I mean the ideal, which is 30, literally falls in the category of excess work. And this is what we do year in, year out. You have not paid for 2020 work, we have done 2021. You have not paid for 2021, we have done for 2022. And so that is how the bill keeps accumulating. So unless you have a holistic approach, like we developed with the state government in 2021 with reference, that okay, two things let's do. One, let's determine how much is it that have accumulated over the period. Let's see how much of it you can accommodate now, and then provide a framework for eliminating this in the future, and then build it into the workers' staff salaries in a manner that you make budgetary provision. So you don't have to wait until these things are accumulated. We had a very well thought out MOU signed between the union and the state government 2021. But it was left unimplemented. And that is what the chairman has referred to. So 250 million, by the way, we should also stress that the 250 million that was released in 2021 was not, for academic staff. It was for the entire university. So our colleagues, Nasu Sanu, still, shared part of the money. And part of the other component of the agreement was make provision for this thing in the 2022 budget to offset it, at the same time build it into the salaries. These two parts of the agreement were left unattended to. And so that is why you are likely to see this matter, resurfacing every now and then.
Chairman, sir, I want to ask you, process of answering that question. You raised the issue of a number of students. If I may ask you, just one straightforward question. Will it be correct to say that university is overwhelmed by the population of students?
Yes. Ideally, for a science discipline, as my predecessor has said, you are not supposed to teach more than 30 students. For computer science or IT, you are not supposed to teach more than 20 students. Where here I am, I'm a typical example. In a class, I have up to 150 students, which is far beyond that.
In a science class?
Yes.
What department, what faculties?
Computer science, and so many. So many other departments. So these are the issues.
What is the implication of this to the academic standards in the university?
You see, when the financial needs of, when our welfare is not being taken care of, our welfare is directly proportional to our output. When a staff is so overwhelmed, as we have seen, as we have illustrated, with no morale, no welfare, that affects our output. That is part of the implications.
In all, how many number of students do the university have now? I know you met several years together for this previous admission.
Total number of
university or just for the newly admitted students?
I don't have a statistic for the entire university, but I know last year 100 level are having up to 5,000 issues. I don't want to give estimates that I'm not sure about.
5,000 alone for last year for 100 level.
100 level.
Yes.
15 to 16,000.
Around that. But I think for fact check, you can just visit our website. Just visit the university website. The number of students there is there on the website.
Okay, so on this non-implementation of promotion for staff,
Yes.
You said you indicated here that since 2020.
Yes.
So you mean to tell us that even when you are on strike, the promotion can still go on, although the strike affected the promotion of it?
Yeah, you see, whenever we are on strike, it is only the teaching component that is suspended. And our job consists of teaching, research, and community service. When we are on strike, the community services and the research continues. And as such, strikes also, the promotion is also can be done.
Although they are not done while the promotion subsists. It is after the promotion has.
But usually after the strike has
been suspended,
then the promotion cases will be considered.
Okay. Can you tell us exactly how many lecturers were supposed to have been promoted?
Between 2020 to date.
I don't have that statistics.
they are promoted, it's not like they were not promoted.
What
But
you
There's no
benefits, yes,
yes,
during
you
implementation.
see, for the 2021 promotion, people were promoted on paper with no financial benefits.
For which year?
And all these issues are tied to non-increment in the university's subvention.
For which year?
2021
and
and 2022 till date, promotions that are supposed to be out somewhere in October, till date the process is still ongoing.
Okay, so if I get this, some that have been promoted since they are announced, where others have been promoted.
We have three categories. Those who were promoted in 2020, but were owing 13 months of promotion arrears. That has been implemented. And there are those categories of people who have been promoted on paper in 2021 with no financial implementation. And then the third category is that of 2022, which is supposed to be done. It is supposed to be concluded since somewhere in October, but till date, that promotion exercise is still ongoing.
Okay, can you just give us an overview? How many staff were involved? How many lecturers? So that
I don't have that.
It's the university that will have that. It's the university that will have the management. We didn't have that data. Just to re-emphasize on what the chairman said, the 2020 promotion was actually implemented in December 2021. All right? And promotions in the university actually takes effect from October. And that's why we have this arrears of 13 months for the 2020 promotions. Then for the 2021 promotion, it was only the latest were even given out when we were on strike. All right? So as it is, or as it stands, it has not been implemented. And then the 2022 promotion as well. All right? So we have cumulative of about 3 promotion arrears hanging, so to say. All right?